噶啦嘛。誒，咪揾緊啦。嗯。
Alright, Merry Christmas! Welcome back to the second day of the 4th Asian Junior and Youth Orienteering Championships in Hong Kong. Yesterday was an exciting day on the middle distance. Today is the sprint distance in a nearby village of Sun Tin. It's a much more established, bigger village. For the sprint race, most of the athletes are now in quarantine, and the first start will start very shortly. Again, I am Brian, and sitting next to me is Tam.
Hi.
Yes, and Tam will talk about the results of yesterday, and while we will start showing the start list for the race today. which should start in a few minutes. So Tam, bring it on.
Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Tam, and a little review about yesterday's results. And Japan is the most. They got the most medals in middle distance, totally in 10 medals. 2 gold medals, 3 silver medals, and 5 bronze medals. And Hong Kong, China is the most gold medals region. And they got 3 gold medals in M18 class and W18 class and also W16 classes. And China also got 2 silver medals, and Kazakhstan got 1 gold medals in M16 class. And now, Brian, can you talk about today's terrain?
Yeah, there was some exciting competition yesterday and expecting some today. So we'll continue showing the start list. The first starts at 10 o'clock and then with the last start around 10:30. So it's a very short race. We have 6 classes again today, M16 to 18-20 and the women's 16-18-20, lengths of about 2.3 kilometers to 3 kilometers. We'll quickly show the map. This is the M20, which is the longest course. Most of the races will have a similar flow. So this is a very different map from yesterday. The competition area is mainly rural areas and very tightly built village houses. It's a very low density area, but it's still a very tight area with very narrow alleys. It is very highly runnable and it's very challenging on the dense path network. For the course itself, it's on a 1 to 4,000 scale, barely any climb. If you can see on the map showing the M20 course, the start is around in the middle of the course, where you see all the athletes are gathered at the quarantine area. First, it would be some few long legs down to the bottom, to the south, and then another long leg pulling them all the way to the northeast. Where you see number 6 is our first radio control. That should be about 5 minutes in, or 1/3 of the course. There's then a bunch of short legs within the small villages. Then further down to the southeast, where you see the green parks, there would be a spectator control and also a map change during this time. After the map change, passing the spectator control, they will go up to where you see number 12 after the spectator control, and that is our video control number 2. This should be the 2/3 of the course. After this point, the runners should be arriving back at the finish within about 5 minutes. So it's going to be pretty fast paced. A lot of runners will be in the course. The village seems to be in good shape. The weather, again, a beautiful, good 10 to 15 degrees for the runners, which is quite perfect for Hong Kong, blue skies. Some villagers might be on the way to cheer, and if you are on YouTube and see your athlete, want to look for your athlete, feel free to go on to oahk.org, where we can see the GPS tracking of each track, also see the maps, and have live results to see where your favorite athlete is. Feel free to leave a comment just to cheer on your federation and your favorite athlete. So let's see whether we have our first starts. I think they have gone on to controls 1 and 2. We have a quick look. Let's have a look at the first runner to see what's going on. So we are on to the first control 1, 2, and 3, which is a little back. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 seems like yeah, pretty fast running. He got 1, and then the second, a little dogleg to 3 and back. So we'll see how he will manage 3rd to 4th. He could go either from the northern side or the southeast network. Seems like he's moving pretty fast, so as I said, it's a pretty highly fast terrain. Do you think which way would be a better choice for 3 to 4?
And on screen we can see our Hong Kong China's athlete Chong Yin To, yesterday's bronze medalist. and he's now going to the control number 4, and I think he chose the leftward choice, and maybe it's a little bit longer, but it seems he can run fast to there.
Yeah, it seems like it's fewer turns for sprint races. If for some of our viewers, the fewer turns, the faster you run, and it's easier when you don't need to make that many changes in direction. Of course, the courses are designed to force athletes to make a lot of direction changes to confuse their minds at high speeds. So this may be one of the options that one of our top elites yesterday that decided to go. So since it's a village, the GPS might be a little off, but we were guessing that he chose the northern route. So a few more runners on the M20 course have continued on, heading to control 3, I believe. So right now we are seeing the first video control, which is 1/3 of the course. Some runners are coming in. We are at the northeast looking towards the southwest. So this is a long leg coming in. We see runners coming from 3 different directions. So there are quite a few route choices. This is probably the spot where every course athlete will see. So we'll stay here for a little bit, but we'll have a look at the map to see where they are coming from. So the video control is at control number 6 on this M20 course. It is also on all the other courses if you want to follow on along the website. From the video, we were looking from the northeast side, the top, and then downwards. As you can see, from the 5 to 6, you have to go through a lot of dense village networks going through, and there's a possibility going from the southern route through a major road, or through the villages doing zigzags, or further on the left, which is the western route coming from the big plaza. Let's have a look back at the video control to see if we can spot any of our favorite athletes. So some women runners came through. This is about 1/3 of the course.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're seeing many athletes have come through. Probably 4 or 5 from the W20, 4 or 5 from W18 and 16. See if I have any more live results that I could find. But yeah, from the view right here, this is where the athlete's coming from. So this one's from the south.
Maybe let's see the GPS checking now. You can see Chung Yin-to is still the first one leading the course because he's the first start, and later one is also chasing him. 2 more athletes from Japan.
Yeah, and they are all our favorite. Chung Yin-to, what was his result yesterday?
He's the bronze medalist yesterday in middle distance.
Yeah, so he's probably one of the favorites at the sprint as well. Of course, it's quite a different terrain, and this is really fast running. We can see them navigating through the villages. Of course, with the narrow streets, the GPS is a little off. It looks like they're running through buildings, but they should be on the trails right next to it. But you can see that all of them are moving very fast, and some of them should be showing up at the spectator control, and yeah, it's coming up. So a few of them coming through the spectator control. They will run by the gate and turn right, which is going to the left of the screen. So that's one of the Taipei runners.
Yeah,
And
we
then
can
right
see
immediately after the spectator control,
Chung Yin-to. Oh, Japan athletes
Chung Yin-to and
catch him.
yeah, though. So M20 Takaya Kurita is caught up with Chung Yin-to. So Takaya Kurita is now on the first place right now, and then right now we're seeing the third Jap M20, I believe. So this is the second video control. They should be finishing in about 3, 4, and 5 minutes. The expected winning time is very quick, 12 to 15 minutes. So this is a very fast race, and in 30 minutes we should already know the results of this whole race. Yeah, let's see what they have to do. So we saw the spectator at 10 and 11. Going through the second triangle as a map change at 12 is where they had the video control. So this is why they're coming up from the right to the left onto 13 and into the final loop before coming back to the finish. So at 10 minutes at 12, that's about right, 2/3 of the course, so another 3 to 5 minutes. So you can see some later athletes still starting from the start. We have some competition again from 4 to 5. Yang, Xie, and Deng, I think. They're making their way from 4 to 5. Seems like they're running together. We'll see if they break up and to find a better route to beat. To bring a lead. So seeing Chung Yin-to making some zigzags through the dense village. This is a bit challenging. So we just had Wei Xiangchen that just passed through Taipei, M18. For some reason, we're not receiving the results of the first radio control, which is about 1/3 of the course. So we're only getting the updated results that have passed through the second control, which should be about 5 minutes from finish. So there's another group of women athletes that came through, and I think we already had our first runner that finished. So this is a very fast race. It's very hard to capture all the scenes that are going on. So also a very fast-paced race. So we just had M16's first place Marcus from Holand Marcus Chung from Hong Kong that just finished, and then Junbo Yu from China also at 14 minutes 21 seconds at second place. So right now, 1 minute gap. The expected winning time for this course is about 12 minutes, so there might be more improvements in the M16 course. The M20 runners should be almost coming back, so we'll stay here at the finish for a little bit to see if our first finisher, whether it's Takaya Kurita keeping the lead or Chong Yin-to could gain back the whole 1 minute. So they should be back in the next 2 to 3 minutes. We'll continue to have a look. Tail. So we'll have another look at the finish. So it's 17 and 18, so Cole and Kurita is very, very close. Let's find them. That's the third place Hakayama. Let's see if we can get closer to the finish.
The last 3 controls for him. But still needs some.
Still a lot of fast reading. So let's go back to the finish camera. I think that's the first M20 that came through. Very fast sprint finish. Chong Yin-to might be shortly behind, so losing by about a minute and a half from the looks of it.
Hayakawa is watching to the last control now, and will be finished maybe within 10 seconds.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's coming.
So another fast sprint finish.
The first finishers in M20.
Oh, so this must be the first one. So we still haven't seen Chong Yin-to, and the results haven't been updated quick enough for me to actually have a look.
Also, the second one finished from Japan, Takaya Kurita with 16 minutes 35 seconds.
Okay, so we just had Showa Hayakawa actually catch up by 4 minutes from the start. So he finished at 13 minutes 56 seconds on this 3-kilometer course. Very fast. That's a 4 minute 30 pace on a pretty tight orienteering course. Second place so far is still Takaya Kurita at 16 minutes 35 seconds. Some female athletes are coming back as well. I believe that's W18's Yo Yu. So 17:30. So far it's a first place, but I believe the time could maybe improved in the next 5 to 10 minutes for this course. Let's get back to the
GPS checking. And let's focus on control number 4 to 5. Our Hong Kong athlete Joshua Ho Kyu out. Now he's running to.
So we'll get back there. Let's look at camera. The first video control. Oh, another finisher coming back.
My camera for video.
So more finishes already coming through. Yuhao Gel from China, M16, and then yeah, it's really coming in fast. Seems like there's some confusion at the finish line for one of the female runners. But all the M20s, M18s are just coming in really fast. So if you're near the finish, this is the time to cheer for your favorite athlete. You can continue to look on the oaha.org GPS tracking for your actual athlete. You can have a little playback as well to see the route choices they did compared with other friends. Now have an update on the results. Okay. See if our GPS is back on. So the results right now is Shoma Hayakawa still at first place for 13 minutes 56 seconds on M20. W20 we had a first runner come in. Japan's Terumi Kaneko 18 minutes 47 seconds. M18 first runner Japan's Minato Yoshioka. And W18 first place still Yo-Yo Yu 17:29 minutes from Hong Kong. And M16 a few runners have come in. Hola Marcus Chung still at first place 13 minutes 34 seconds, followed by Siupula also from Hong Kong and Junbo Yao in China. They are all within a minute. And W16 we have our first three runners very close within 25 seconds. Ya Lin Hong from Taipei 19 minutes and 1 second. And Kaka Yip from Hong Kong 19 minutes and 10 seconds. And Yao Xiu China third place 19 minutes and 26 seconds. So just 25 seconds between the first three in the W16. So let's have a little look at the M20's GPS route. So there's a few more runners. So Tam, you can take on what's happening there.
Out, you can see Joshua Hongqiu out, already passed the first radio controls, and now he's going to control number 9.
He's 8 to 9 taking the outer route in the north. So he's right now in between 8 and 9. See if he can catch up with a couple runners before. They are starting at 1 minute intervals.
And he chose running inside the village, but still very fast.
Seems like he caught up with the runner ahead who had a mistake on looking for 9 or getting out of 9. We'll see if Joshua also has the same issue. Seems like it's going on the outer road, which you don't need much thinking. But it might be a little longer.
Pretty some technical problem for the radio control one. We can't see Joshua's time is good or not now.
Yeah, so the time to beat for M20 right now is 13 minutes 56 seconds. We don't know Joshua's time, but so far we do have the second place expected to come in within the next 30 seconds. Also from Japan, Kaiji Fulukado. Takaya Kurita is still on the third place, about 3 minutes behind at 16 minutes 35 seconds. For the M18, more runners have already come back. Okay, another fast runner coming back. Just pushing every piece of energy getting into the finish. We didn't have a... Also, it's Jie Kai Chen from China, M18, and just 14 minutes 53 seconds taking the new first place, beating the second by 1 minute for now. Just W20 Yui Fujisawa just came in, taking the third place, 22 minutes. Yeah, a lot of runners have come back. Now I think we're about 1/3 down through the race. So it's just a busy finish. So again, if you are just joining, we are about halfway through the sprint race of the 4th Asian Junior and Youth Orienteering Championships. This is the second day, and tomorrow will be the third day, last day. This is a very quick sprint. Most runners should be finishing within 10 to 20 minutes. Out of the 6 course, 137 runners and 9 federations. Right now you are seeing the finish with a lot of runners coming in, so see if you can see your favorite runner. We'll look at other cameras as well as it gets busy. So far the 6 runners are now, or 7 runners in the screen of the first video control. Most of them came from the far end of the control, so they had to choose between left, middle or right, and then they exiting to exit behind the camera. So you'll see quite a variation of what's happening. We just see the M20, probably the new leader, pass through the first video control. Right here we have the second video control, which is about 2/3 down the course. Sweden's only participant, Alfred Olsen, who has a good relationship with Hong Kong, just passed through the second control. So he should be finishing in another 3 minutes, so 3 to 5 minutes. Back onto the first video control, still a lot of action. We have some runners from Korea just coming through. This is the second one. Let's see if this is the control he's looking for. Having a double check. Yes, it is. Seo Kyun-sun, M18. That's a pretty good time. 9 minutes and 12 seconds so far on 4th place. M18. So far, the winner for M18 is 13 minutes 53 seconds, which is a very fast time to beat. Yeah, so passing this first control probably would require a passing time of about 5 minutes to make that happen. Let's see if there are other action. There's other action. So this is second video control. A lot coming in. Some Kazakhstan, Taipei, Kazakhstan, Georgiev, Yarikov. 12 minutes, just only 3 minutes behind on the M16 course. For the M16, the current winner now is Alok Wu from Hong Kong, leading at 13 minutes 22 seconds, and he should have passed this control at around 9 minutes. So with what we just saw, Georgie would be about 3 minutes behind. So far, the M16 results, about 10 finishers have passed through the finish line. Alok Wu from Hong Kong, 13 minutes and 22 seconds. Hola Marcus Chung, 13 minutes 34 seconds. Let's have another look at the M20, which is our longer course, and Tam, see if you can see
Joshua
what's happening.
is rushing to the number 19, which is the second last control for this course, and we can expect he can finish with maybe 2 minutes later, or even 1 minute maybe.
Yeah, so far I think Joshua has started for 15 minutes, so that would put him in about 3rd place. The first place on the M20 course is 13:56. Oh, there he is. Let's see if we can get an official time. So Joshua Hokiao, 15 minutes and 16 seconds. Showing 2nd place for now, but the 1st place was 13 minutes 56 seconds. Shoma Hayakawa from Japan. And another new W18 winner that just passed through. We'll see if oh, actually another one. So W18 just had 2 finishers that each took another 1st spot. They actually finished at the same second. That is Wai Kifeng from Hong Kong, 16 minutes and 25 seconds, and Liu Yiju from China, also 16 minutes and 25 seconds. They are sharing the 1st place. Followed behind the 3rd place would be Yo Yo Yo, also from Hong Kong, at 17 minutes and 29 seconds. W16 also has a new winner, leader, Sen Yuan Zhang from China, 15 minutes and 11 seconds, just having the lead. Lots of finishes coming through. This is the gate where it's the final stretch. So if they're turning outside the gate, they go into the spectator control. But if they're coming in for the finish. W16 Lin Yan Yang at 6th place. That's from Taipei.
One of our favorite winners from Japan, M20. Ishihawa is rushing to the finish.
So you can see he's heading to the finish. Let's get back to the finish cam. That's probably him. Is it? Oh, no, that's a different one. Yeah. Yeah, but we had a few more W18 runners coming in. Oh, that's still Taipei for the W finishes. So W18 again very tight. 16 minutes 25 seconds with two runners at the same second, same minute, same second out of this 2.6 kilometer course for W18. So we have an athlete that got through the finish, but not sure if she made it to the finish. So that is, I believe that's Damien Lee running in and out from Singapore. Maybe not. Yeah, so W20 Iruka Maki, who had a very fantastic time yesterday, finishing at 3rd place for W20. So far W20, about 15 runners have come back, basically taken by China, Hong Kong and Japan. Wow, Xinyi Guo from China, 16 minutes and 44 seconds. Just a short 4 seconds behind is Hoyan Lo from Hong Kong, 16 minutes and 48 seconds. And I believe Iruka Maki just passed through at just 15 seconds behind, so that's 17:02. So the winner 16 minutes 44 seconds in Guo from China at W20, and within a minute we have another 4 runners. From the second video control, there's more runners going through. We are about 80% completed for most races. Again, this is a very, very fast race. We're trying our best to catch up with all the action that's going on. But you can have a look at your favorite course, favorite athlete on ohk.org. There is a GPS tracking which you can play with. So more finishes. That probably from Kazakhstan, M16. Let's have another look. Is M20 any more updates? I think half of them have come back. Still the lead by Shoma Hayakawa from Japan, 13 minutes 56 seconds, and Sonosuke Mori, also from Japan, 14 minutes 36 seconds right behind. We seems like the top 6 would have already been decided. 4 of them from Japan. We have a Hong Kong runner, Joshua, at 4th place, 15 minutes and 15 seconds, and China's. Oh no, we have another Chinese runner, Kai Chen Zhang, that might be contending for the new 4th place. Yeah, M18 pretty much also decided the top 3, taken by China, 1st to 3rd place. 1st place, Wen Yufang at 13 minutes 53 seconds. 2nd place, Wang Fengzhu, 2nd place, which is 20 seconds behind, and Zhe Kai Chen at 14 minutes 53 seconds. That's 40 seconds behind. Afterwards, it's 3 Japanese runners that it's about a minute behind, and on M18. So top 3 by China. And W18, Hong Kong is still sharing the lead with China at 16 minutes 25 seconds, but we had a very close 3rd place, 16 minutes 29 seconds, just 4 seconds behind at 3rd place. Siu Pui Yut, also from Hong Kong. Here we see some Korean runners and Singapore runners coming through. So again, we have 9 federations, and we are very excited that all these athletes from different federations around Asia and have come to join us in Hong Kong. Singapore and Thailand are fairly new starters in orienteering, but they have started to be very active in the local orienteering scene in this region and have been organizing some races. So we are very happy to see them there. Hopefully they can all share some memories and connect with all the runners from around Asia before and after the race. We have quite a lot of time this afternoon after this short race for them to hang out, and tomorrow there is also the competitive sprint relay and a banquet that is happening. So most of the runners are still coming in. Let's see if there's any more for M20, which is still the outstanding race that has something happening. It's probably 2 M20 runners. The radio receiver didn't pick up the 2. But M20 is still Shoma Hayakawa, 13 minutes 56 seconds. The top 4 are from Japan. China, Kai Chen Zhang on the 5th place, and Joshua Ho Kyu Ao on the 6th. Hong Kong. The top 6 will get on the podium. And W20, Xing Yiguo from China, 16 minutes 44 seconds, and Hong Kong's Hoyan Lo 4 seconds shortly behind. Then Yuka Maki from Japan, 3rd place, and then the 4th to 6th place is shared by Japan and China. From the gate to the finish, some Korean runners coming back. Believe that would be the W16 course, and let's have a look. Again, 1st place is now Manhei Mary Yao, who won yesterday's course by a significant margin, and today she's winning the sprint as well, W16 at 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Very impressive fast speed for this 2.3 kilometer course for a 16-year-old. Followed closely behind by Japanese Chisako Ono at 10 seconds behind. And then 3rd place Xiaoru Zhao at China, 14 minutes and 36 seconds. So this course has about 24 runners. 22 of them have already passed the finish. Top 6 shared by Hong Kong, Japan, and China. Taipei just closely behind for the W16 course. Let's see what's happening in the M16. M16 would be a top 3 by Hong Kong. And see if there's any updates on the GPS M18 course. So the M18 seems like there's some excitement. Feng Hongqing, yesterday's winner on the M18 course, currently showing forecasting the third place for now. He's coming into the finish. First place 13 minutes 53 seconds. Second place 14 minutes 13 seconds. The time to beat to get the third place would be 14:51, and to get the sixth place would be 15:45. Feng Hongqing right now is about 15 minutes and 20 seconds on his clock, so he needs to finish within 20 seconds to secure a sixth place to get onto the podium. It's getting a bit tight right now. So I think we had a little lag, so actually he just passed through the finish already, so he made it into the third place. 14 minutes and 48 seconds. So third place, just winning the fourth place Japan's Toya Kobayashi by 3 seconds. So the top 6 of the M20 I believe have already been decided. It's shared by China, Hong Kong, and Japan. Top 2 China, Wen Yufang and Wen Fengju, and Hong Kong's Hong Ching Feng, yesterday's winner. The winning time was 13 minutes and 53 seconds. Top 3 all within top 5 all within 1 minute. That's the M18 course. For the W18, only 5 runners. Actually, only 2 more runners to go. 3 runners actually had a miss punch. But still a shared champion on the W18 course, Waiki Feng from Hong Kong and Liu Yizhu from China, or 16 minutes and 25 seconds. 4 seconds behind is the third place, Puyu Xiu from Hong Kong. And then Hong Kong, Japan, and China sharing the 4th to 6th place. So still some sprint winners. It's a very fast race, very testing. We just saw Liu Talo Asai that came through. We had a chat earlier on, and he was here in Hong Kong just to prepare for this race by himself for the last 2.5 weeks. I think most of the results have come in. Let me go through them. Most finishers should have finished by now. It's about 90% done. We should I'll have a report in the better results shortly. We are expecting the official announcement at 12:10, which is still about an hour from now, and 12:30, about 1 hour and 45 minutes from now, would be the prize giving ceremony, and afterwards it's open for a public race in this arena. So again, 1 hour and 45 minutes from now would be the prize giving ceremony, 12:30, which we will go live at that point. For tomorrow, the athletes will be coming back, not to this arena, but to an island in Cheongshao. Everyone has to take a ferry out there for the sprint relay, which is usually the most fun race of any of the orienteering competitions where all the teams compete. Each federation would be sending teams in each age category of teams of 4, starting with the female leg, 2 male legs, and finishing with a female anchor. So the whole race should last about 1 hour with the 4 relay legs, starting at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we will come back live again tomorrow about 10:45 to 11. Stay tuned. The race will start at 11 with a big mass start. It should be a very exciting day. Very fast course again. Some challenging techniques. Much more climb than today, and should expect our first winners to complete at noon tomorrow. So 11 to noon would be tomorrow's race, and the flower ceremony at 12:30, and then the opening up for the public race. Later on at 6:30 tomorrow night would be a banquet and a sprint relay prize giving. So the final gathering for all the athletes. Total of 166 participants and 137 athletes, and many volunteers from most of the orienteering clubs in Hong Kong that were actively out here to help out in this exciting race. It is just great to see the Asian orienteering scene just coming alive, and hopefully will grow even bigger to be a comparable contender with the European orienteering scene. So again, we are completing the sprint event of the 4th Asian Junior and Youth Orienteering Championships in Hong Kong. This race started in 2015. 90% of the finishers have completed the race. The rankings have been decided. Of course, the official results will come out about an hour later, and a prize giving at 12:30. So now a report for the M20. So I will start shortly. They will all be showing up on the screen, but starting with the M20 class, ranking number 1, Shoma Hayakawa from Japan, 13 minutes and 56 seconds on this 3-kilometer course. And then Sonosuke Mori, Japan, 14 minutes 36 seconds. They're all showing up. Top 4 from Japan, and Kai Cheng-Jian from China, 15:04, and the local Joshua Ho-Kyo from Hong Kong at 15 minutes 15 seconds at 6th place. And continuing on, all the runners have come back. Yeah, it's a pretty tight race. For the W20 course, Xing Yi Guo from China has won at 16 minutes 44 seconds. It's just a 4-second difference between the second place, Hoi Yan Lo from Hong Kong, and another short 14 seconds, Iruka Maki from Japan. 4th to 6th place also from Japan and China, all pretty tight within 1 minute and 20 seconds. Yeah, so I think all of them have come back through the arena. So that for the next course, M18, we have Wan Yufang from China, 13 minutes 53 seconds. That's quite a significant lead for a sprint race that is 2.9 kilometers. Leading the second place also from China, Wang Fengshu, 14 minutes 13 seconds. And our local Hong Ching Fong, Hong Kong, 30 seconds behind, 14 minutes 48 seconds. Just beating the 4th place and 5th place by under 5 seconds. So Japan and China sharing the 4th and 6th place. For the W18 course, yeah, so the rest of the M18 has already completed as well. And let's loading for the W18, and this is quite exciting. We have 2 winners. Wei Qifeng from Hong Kong and Liu Yiju from China, 16 minutes and 25 seconds. Same minute, same second. So they will share the top podium. 3rd place and 4th place are from Hong Kong. Pui Yu Siu, 16 minutes 29 seconds and 17 minutes 29 seconds. A 1 minute difference between the 3rd and the 4th. And the 5th and 6th from Japan and China, another 2 minutes behind. So all the female runners, W18 has also completed the course. For the M16, so Hong Kong has taken the top 3 with all within 12 seconds. Wow. So Alok Wu from Hong Kong, 13 minutes 22 seconds, followed closely 4 seconds behind Chuck Hill, Janos Au, and Holan Marcus Chen, 13 minutes and 34 seconds, all from Hong Kong. For the 4th to 6th place, which is all within a minute, China and Hong Kong sharing the rest 4th to 6th places. So it seems like Hong Kong's youth, the M16 class is actually doing quite well. And following on, M16, I think everyone has completed. And last but not least, we have the W16 course. Yesterday's winner, Manhei Mary Yao, won again today in the sprint. So tomorrow probably would have a very good spot for her for the finish. So W16 champion for now, Manhei Mary Yao from Hong Kong, 13 minutes and 9 seconds, followed 11 seconds behind by Chisako Ono, 13 minutes and 20 seconds, and China's Xiaoru Zhou about a minute behind, 14 minutes 36 seconds. The 4th to 6th places are China and Japan athletes. And I think all the runners have completed for the W16 course as well. So all the runners have finished, and there is time for all the athletes to lodge any complaints or anything they saw, but seems like everyone's having a pretty fast race. I don't really see any big issues. From the video controls, everyone was having a very smooth flow. But we're following the schedule. We would have the official results announced at the arena about 12:10. In the meantime, you can look up the results on oahk.org. You can see the live results for every single course. I believe you could even see some of the split times. And also you can retrace the GPS tracking. Let's go to oahk.org. In the meantime, we'll just drop in and out, taking some breaks until the flowers prize ceremony happens, which happens in at 12:30, which is
好啦，咁我哋咧而家可以睇翻 M20組別嘅 GPS 嘅軌跡啊！呢度咧就係5位攞證書嘅隊員嚟嘅，咁又包括咗4個日本隊、1個中國隊同1個香港隊嘅隊員啦。咁喺開頭嘅時候已經見到冠軍嘅日本隊隊員已經一支箭咁樣帶咗出嚟啦。咁其餘後嗰啲都係差唔多時間嘅啫。咁見到3去4嘅時候啊，香港隊歐浩橋係用咗個01邊嘅路線選擇，不過時間上都差唔多。咁但係第1名嘅運動員好明顯嗰個跑速係非常之快，已經喺頭段已經遙遙領先咗大約30秒嘅時間㗎啦。咁最關鍵就係5去6呢一粒啦，咁見到日本隊嘅隊員都好似唔係好擔心條村好混亂嘅情況啦，係衝咗入去最密集嘅地方嘅。相反咧，香港隊嘅隊員就好穩陣咁樣兜咗外圍，咁啊呢度可能會落後咗少少。咁冠軍嘅成員嗰個日本隊隊員就已經一路帶咗出嚟。而後邊嘅2、3、4、5、6名呢個競爭都仲係好激烈嘅。咁啊打多咗幾個 point 之後，咁我哋香港隊嘅隊員就稍為落後咗少少啦。咁啊可能喺中間就遇咗少少障礙，有猶豫或者停頓呢，就俾其他嘅日本隊同中國隊嘅隊員有少少甩開咗。咁過咗 Spectator 之後呢，就要上一個細細地嘅山仔啦。咁應該都會有少少考驗到運動員嘅體力嘅。咁啊，但係你會見到冠軍嘅日本隊隊員係越放越有，好似完全冇俾嗰個山仔影響到，越拋越遠嘅個距離係。咁去到最尾尾段一個 loop 啦，咁見到啲 point 位都比較刁鑽啲，咁啊需求運動員嚟到呢度嘅時候呢，相信都已經消耗嘅體力都七七八八，咁佢要喺呢個時候去睇清楚個位置同揀啱路呢，都係非常之困難嘅。咁啊見到第2、3名嘅日本隊隊員呢，佢個距離都比較相近。咁然之後第5名嘅就係中國隊嘅成員啦。咁最後就係我哋香港隊可以保得住個第6名嘅。
你喺度重新。Alright, here we're just picking up on what Tam, one of our experienced orienteering coaches, was talking about in Cantonese, reviewing our M20 course. These are the top 6 runners using our GPS tracking. The first few controls are pretty straightforward on a big road, and it's all very, very close. The big difference I think we're observing here right now in this control, 3rd and 4th control, Hayakawa, which is our winner, and Joshua Ao, which is our Hong Kong winner, chose a different route, the south and the north, as we were talking on the live. Ended up, it wasn't too much of a difference. The main difference seems like our winner Hayakawa has really, really fast speed compared to the rest. The 2nd to 6th place would be in a very tight contention throughout the rest of the race. You can see Hayakawa is just speeding through the village. The Japanese and runners all decided to go straight through the village, but our own Ao actually tried to avoid the village to take a safer route. This might be the difference between the Japanese runners and the Hong Kong runners in this race on the M20 course today. We can see Hayakawa continue having the lead. Japanese runners also quite confident going just through the villages. Just observe Hayakawa right now. Just seems like there's no hesitation going through the narrow alleys all the way down and through, while the rest behind just decided to, like where Joshua Ao is right now, decided to take the safer route, but might be costing them a bit more time. And passing through the Spectator control, Hayakawa has to climb a little hill. Most of the runners are shortly behind them. But Hayakawa seems like after the hill, even though it's a little tiring on the legs, seems to still feeling strong. In the final loop, it's a lot of technical positioning of the controls, which has to be use a lot of mental capacity to read the map. The leader seems like just unfazed at all. You can see the rest of the runners. They are still very fast, but there's quite a difference on their pacing. So this is a bit tricky. You can see at this part of the course, most of the runners are a little slower than the beginning of the race. That is a bit more technical, and the legs are already about 3 kilometers done in actual distance. So Hayakawa just a quick sprint finish, and then there's still very tight competition between the second and third Japanese positions, Mori and Ishihara. Just a little stuck getting out of the 19 control for Ishihara, so costing him the second place. And Zhang is coming back at the 5th, and Joshua L from Hong Kong finishing on the 6th. So that's a little review of the M20 sprint distance. You can have other reviews on the oahk.org website with all the GPS tracks and the results. I think right now we still have one runner on the field, and everyone just, if you're in the arena, just enjoy the time and chat with the fellow athletes. If you're in the audience around the world on YouTube, we will have our prize giving ceremony at 12:30 Hong Kong time, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes from now. So this would be the end of our talk, unless something surprising happens. But this would be the end of our discussion and our commentating for today. At 12:30, we will still stay on live. We will still stay on the finish screen. If we see anything happening, we will pop back up again. But if nothing special, 12:30, the prize giving ceremony for today's race. And we will see you again, and we'll talk to you live again at about 10:45 Hong Kong time tomorrow. That is about little less than 24 hours from right now, wherever you are. We are 8 hours ahead of GMT time. So 10:45 Hong Kong time tomorrow. We will see you again for the exciting sprint relay out of the 9 federations in Cheung Chau, which is one of the islands, outskirt islands in Hong Kong. And that would be the last third day of the 4th Asian Junior and Youth Orienteering Championships this year in Hong Kong. Well, Merry Christmas again, and we'll talk to you later and maybe see you tomorrow.
Oscar.